Hey, what's up, guys? It's me here. Haven't made a video in a long time. Normally it's music or I'm writing, but right now, figure I put my 2 cents to something. Again, it's a rant video, okay. Borderline complaining, but whatever. I'm not gonna pick certain things out or whatever because I just don't want to hear it, from other people. Whatever. Anyway, what I'm trying to get across is, just like the title says, death of the American workforce. Now, what I mean by that is where we're headed, and it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out, it's not on a good path. Sure, statistics, some things might be up, some things might be down, I don't know, I just don't see a change. I think the workforce is worse because it's not because Americans are lazy. It's just there's no motivation, and I know you got your lazy workers, and it's hard to distinguish who's doing a good job, who isn't. But I mean, if you're a good manager or boss in charge of a company or some kind of office, you should know who works, who doesn't. But sometimes I think leadership, it's kind of like a trickle effect. If the leadership doesn't work, then it kind of trickles down to the workers. So, if all your managers are dicks, or they're getting pressured from other managers, and the supervisors are like, oh my god, maybe, they're not working at their, best potential, maybe I should create more jobs and delegate more work. No, okay? There's an old expression. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I don't know why there's a constant change. Change is good, but sometimes not in the workplace. And you see, like, a lot of people wearing hats. Sure, it's great responsibility, but that could drive a person crazy. It's too much, stuff on their back. And, living the kind of lifestyle we live, I don't think, it's just too much. We're a one depressed country. We don't need it from the workplace anymore. It's too much. I'm not sure if Europe has this problem. I know they have some parts of Southern Europe have like siestas or whatever, where they just chill out for like hours and then go back to work. I don't know. I don't think that'll work here because we're too fast-paced and we're competitive. It could be a good thing, a positive thing. I think it's negative being too competitive because they created, the sore loser. And I know it should be motivating if you lose, if you don't make the status quo or the right sale and your coworker does, oh, well, next time I'll catch up to him. No, you're going to be fucking, vendative. You could be like, this motherfucker, And what's that do? That creates a void. And instead of, bonding, you're separating. That's what I'm talking about, No one's friendly anymore. And I believe it starts kind of at the workplace, I mean, sure, everyone's got their own cliques and their friends, but I don't know. We're, very standoffish. And, work is work. It shouldn't be play, but you shouldn't hate your job every day. Now, if you're one of the few people who actually like their job, then this whole video is irrelevant. Just, click off and, I don't know, watch something else. But, no, for the other, 99%, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's rough. I don't know if I could ever, be in charge of a company or, I mean, I can lead probably, but, seeing the responsibilities and the way you gotta treat people, I don't know. I like, kind of being in the background, watching stuff go down. It's not that I don't like to take responsibility. It's just, it's, it's a lot on the plate, You make enemies really quick. And I know everyone can't be your friend, but, better friends than enemies, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. My point is, I think the reason why, things ain't working out in this country and America's workforce is fading is because it's too much demand, too many chiefs, not enough Indians kind of deal. Everyone wants to be on top. What about the laborer? The regular working class Joe, the one who doesn't mind getting his hands dirty, but doesn't want to have to eat shit. I'm like, look, if someone's doing a great job, okay. I mean, sometimes people are going to half-ass it. This is America, after all, We want a lot, but we don't want to do a lot. Not that I'm dissing, the United States or whatever. I'm patriotic. I live here. I like this country. It has greater values. Um, but it's losing its prestige because, instead of doing the right thing, we're doing bipolar opposite stuff. We're, exporting, importing too much, relying on foreign labor, and, what about us? What about, where's the American dream? You can't get that anymore. It's a hard thing to come by. Unless you're rich. But we're making a nation of elites. And what I mean by that is, sure, you go to college, get a good degree. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you might be able to, do something with that degree, maybe. I don't know. It's, I see it a lot, and it's a lot of unemployment, you know what I mean? We're a damaged nation, and one of the reasons is because, like I said, we're making a nation of elites. Everyone wants to be a boss, but no one wants to be a boss, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Maybe one day we could make a change for the best, and just kind of, leave work as it is. I mean, like I said, if everything's going fine in the workplace, whatever, I don't know. See, we're a nation of change, keep the ball rolling, keep, modern advancements in all sorts of different fields, medical, disposable stuff, I don't know. But, like I said, regular jobs, Joe Schmo jobs, 9 to 5s, they don't need to be that innovative, okay? If they're going to make the job easier, sure. But don't, cut, from like, a 10 work, 10 work environment with 10 people, you cut it down to 5. But it's still, 10 jobs worth of people. But now you only have 5. So you're doubling. What's that happen? How does that make the other worker feel? Like he's shit out of luck. Because now he's got other shit to do, okay? It's not he has his shit to do. Now he's got to pick up from the people you laid off. Or, I don't know, why don't they cut corners? I don't know, like I said. I've worked a lot, steady jobs, and I've watched, corporate go up, corporate go down. Up, but mostly down. Because, like I said, it's a trickle effect. Here's the head of the snake, you cut it off, body dies. So, it's like, just, respect your employee. If you're a supervisor and you got a rowdy crew, I don't know. Don't be too hard on them. Obviously, something's wrong. I mean, if the person's no good son of a bitch, then you don't, you could ride them until they die. They're going to be that way. But if someone needs to be, told a thing or two, whatever, maybe he doesn't like the job, maybe he's uncomfortable, depressed, whatever. Don't just be like, oh, he's a shitty worker. No, man. Like I said, it's a very demanding work environment in the United States. It's like, work, party a little bit, because you can't too much. You do that too, you gotta wake up and go to fucking work. It's a very work-driven country, which was built on that. But, I mean, I really don't think our ancestors complained because they knew what they were getting themselves into. But every day, there's like a new rule or something with a worry about. We're getting this tax, pay cuts, I don't know. It's an ever-changing door for the worse, I think. And if America really wants to be on top again, it needs to change. It needs to take influence from European countries. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. Don't model yourself after it. Do what America does best. Take something and mold it, to our liking. Make it work for us. We have potential, Alright, that's unfortunate. Our leadership's a little fucked up right now. What are you going to do about it, right? I'm saying is, we could, as a united nation, we could definitely improve. And, doesn't take one, it takes all of us. It's easier said than done, but, I think it starts with the backbone. The working class. We do the stuff other people wouldn't do. And if you treat us bad, guess what? We're not going to quit. We're not going to walk out. We're just going to do shit half-assed. Because that's just how it is. It's the American way. We live here. But, I don't know. I wish, we would take bits of influence from other countries that can make their, labor force ready and willing to, face the next day and whatever struggles they have at their workplaces, met with good standards, I don't know. I don't hear people complaining over there. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's just me. But, I've seen a gradual decrease in, the work environment. I mean, yes, you could blame on the ever-growing trending of, like I said, advancements. Cashiers are being replaced by self-checkouts. I mean, there's very little we could do to help this. The point of this video was saying the people, flesh and blood people who are working now in whatever job, whether it be a kitchen, an office building, I don't know, shipping, receiving at, Home Depot or whatever. Don't, it's you're there to make money. You're there to work. You make friends, sure. You may not like the job, but you got to do it. Now, how do you keep that mentality? You should be willing and able to walk in that place without having to worry, like, oh my god, is he going to be here today? Is that shitty manager going to be here today? Am I going to hear this? Is it going to be a new shit? No, you shouldn't have to go through that. You shouldn't have to struggle at the workplace. That's the least thing. You're going to have bad days, but, thinking about it when you're at home, no, that shouldn't be. And like I said, these are all easier said than done, but, I personally think if there is change, if there's an overall change, it should be there first. Because, I mean, this is why unions were created, say what you will about them, but I think it's like an umbrella of protection, A common worker has shit. He could be let go like that. You know it, I know it. So, you cringe, you fear. I better, not complain, this and that. I better not, say what I want to say, because I'll get fired, and I'll be a bum. No. I shouldn't even have to, that should be the last thing. Like that, it shouldn't even exist. But, like I said, this, I think is the main reason, is because, there's too much worrying and all this other shit about, what the day's going to bring and, how I'm going to get through this workday. I think if we had it easier at our jobs, not the work, I mean just the atmosphere, then, you'd see the effort. You see the 120%, the smiles on your face and smiles on their face, and, the sense of completion at the workplace. But, alas, if you ride people, micromanage, you will get crabby, poor work performance. It's just how it is. You have to find a balance. And if someone's going to work or not, just from day one. The thing is not to take advantage. And that's the big picture here. Taking advantage of the ones that will work. Will put up with a lot of shit. But there has to be some kind of balance saying, you know what? This guy earned, like an extra day off, or, give him that week vacation, or, I don't know, that fucking recognition. Remember that? America, The 1% I'm talking about, respect your workers. Because, we're the many and the proud. And if you fuck with us, we walk. This may not happen overnight. I'm just saying, we're one of many. I don't mean to go off like a tangent and sound so militant here, but no, I'm just saying, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the upper echelon of management just bossing people around. I mean, like, why does this person get paid X amount of money and this person not? I mean, like, especially like in the restaurant business. I mean, waitresses, they get paid shit. I think McDonald's employees get paid more. I don't know. We need equality, we need the right change, and we need the right leadership. And those three factors will not only improve the working standards of this country, it'll bring back the prestige of, being an American. It will be a good thing again. But, after watching CNN and the news, it's fucking depressing. I don't know. Unity. That's the fourth one. I should add that. So, yeah. That's my little rant. I know I kind of went not off topic, but just kind of just went with it. That's what the purpose of this video was. I don't know. Just voicing my frustration of today's workforce. And every walks of life, every race, creed, background, and every job for that matter. Heck, I know, you could be a CEO and a really nice guy, but everyone around you could be an asshole and think you're the bad guy. So, how do we fix America's work problem? I personally think if we take a look at the successors, the ones that are doing good, here or abroad, and mix that in with our society and try to adapt and overcome, and maybe, just maybe, we can make a miracle out of it, and, make it work. Another thing I wanted to add was, given that we live in such a fast-paced society, we want a lot of things, a lot of material things, but, the bottom line is, we earned it, I think, it's a shame we don't make a lot of the tech and, furniture, stuff that you like, whatever, stuff that you spend a buck on, the fact is that you bought it, maybe you share it too. I like video games, I like, playing music when I can, if I have to entertain someone, sure, someone wants to, play me Mortal Kombat, no problem, that's okay, I'll share that, but, I own it. I earned it, I think, it's like a part of growing up, it's when you stop asking, your parents for money or whatever, you go out, you buy this object you want, because you worked for it. That's, the winning clause right here. You worked for it. And, that should influence, you also at the workplace, but, like I said, sometimes it's just really hard, to try and find something to like about the job, especially if you're dreading going to it, and it's not all you, like I said, management could improve, but whatever the situation, like I said, I see a lot of it every day, outside, different states, you just you know these things, you hear stories, and yeah, it's really, you gotta be really fortunate today to have a good job and it be a comfortable environment. If you get them two, you've won in life. But that's like winning the lottery, right? Well, beggars can't be choosers. But still, we shouldn't have to pick and choose if we want a happy life or being poor. It just sounds mad, like I said, I have my solutions. I mentioned them, but I don't know. You know, we're not going to give up, buying and consuming and just, living the American way or whatever way you like it to live, I don't know, if you like living comfortable, great. More power to you, I don't know. I just hope there comes a time where not only do we become unified as a state, as a whole, and, bring peace to this country, here anyway, just at the workplace, because that's where it starts, I think. If you have a shitty day at work, since it's the first thing I assume you do, it's going to, influence you the rest of the day. So, positive is positive. Positive day, positive night. Maybe you have a turnaround, I don't know. But negatives, negatives. Sure, don't make it positive. So, I don't know. The thing is, if you're, an average worker, whatever, keep up that good fight. If it's any recollection or anything you're striving for, know that you're appreciated for the average working person, You're not just working for shit. You're working for something. Set goals. That's what I do. If I feel like, man, this is going to fucking suck today, at least I'm getting paid. And if that's not good enough, be like, I'm going to buy a fucking 40-inch TV. I don't know. Set little goals for yourself. It's really accomplishing when you do that. Sure, the day might suck. Or the night might suck. Or just, the job is like, oh my God, I'll rip my hair out. There's going to be some light at the end of the tunnel because you made it happen. And you survived. And your reward? Whatever it is you buy. If you can't afford it, save up. Do what you can. But do something for you. And there you go. That's my 2 cents. Or more. So yeah, hopefully, there's some positive change and some positive change, or I don't know, something comes out of this. Not this. I know I'm, like I said, one of many. This is just a regular speech addressing people, but I don't know. I'm hopeful. Like I said, when change does happen, I hope it starts with the labor force and the work people. I hope we're just treated better overall, and even if we have to keep, I guess complaining or, making a difference, voicing our opinions. Do that. Do stuff like this, and maybe they'll listen. You push hard enough, you get noticed. That's all I got. Well, I hope this was inspiring, take it as you will, and, yeah, here's hope for change, positive change. All right, peace.